And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Covers all the aspects of various sections of our journalism.
This was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education was at the government college to Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. Make cultivated camp and that other camp, some more camp, you don't compensate everybody. But some will
in its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of Limbe Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancing.
It's someone that needs to be exploited.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. After some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
It concerns the Kyoto Protocol. The first worry is that the protocol ends this year, which is 2012. What happens after? That is after 2012. What is the way forward? Then the second worry is concerns in one of the parameters in terms of the clean development mechanism. And under the clean development mechanism, there was provision for projects, especially for the low emission countries, say Cameroon, which means that if they had projects, they were carrying out projects, they could write a project which had to be funded by the high emission countries like the US. But I want to think that the process was complicated. I want to find out whether, the worry is to find out whether such projects ever went through. And whether it's the low emission countries like Cameroon, did they ever benefit from such, was there any benefit from such a provision? Thank you very much.
Good questions. Mr. Roland, these questions about Kyoto Protocol are directed to you, but we will also solicit, other, answers or explanations from other members. So we will start with you.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. First, I would like to mention that the Kyoto Protocol actually failed. The Kyoto Protocol actually failed because I think the Kyoto Protocol is ending in 2012.
Yeah, this year.
Yes, based on the fact that most of the countries refused to ratify, or some of them ratified very late, like Austria that ratified just in 2005, and we just had about 5 years for the countries to reduce their commitments. So actually, the Kyoto Protocol actually failed in delivering their objectives. Especially like in the situation of Cameroon, that Cameroon never benefited anything from the Kyoto Protocol. I don't think so. They did not, because
or any other country, though, from the clean development.
Yes, from the example that I gave. But it was between two industrialized countries, between Russia and then the issue of
clean development
mechanisms. The fact is that with us in Africa, we don't have certified forest. For example, a certified forest is a forest that they come, like the European ships, they come and assess that forest and knows the amount of carbon dioxide that forest can pick attract from the atmosphere. So the fact that we don't have, and the procedure is too complicated, most often most countries just allow the thing to be like that.
Thank you. Any other contributions, please, you have the delegate.
Okay, yeah. I think that the first thing is we need to appreciate the protocol because it set the ball rolling. Whether it's ending this year or not, I think that button on that string on our hats has been plucked, and it's reverberated. So at the end of the day, things shall never be the same because some action is going to be taken, whether the Kyoto Protocol is there or it's not. I just want to say that there is no need for us to despair and despair too much. Back to what is really being done in terms of benefits. I think that usually when technologies and innovations come up, it takes people time to prepare. It's one of the problems that led to the stagnation in getting access to resources. But I think that presently a lot of things are being negotiated at the level of Africa and at the level of Cameroon. Because currently somebody talked about access to finance in terms of conservation projects. Cameroon is in the process of elaborating its readiness preparatory proposal, its RPP. I think that we are at the final stage. A lot of groundwork has been done, sensitization, and we worked, I think about a month ago, on the finalization of the document, and it is that document that would give us access. Some communities in Africa, Tanzania, Kenyans, they are fast. But in Cameroon, we were a bit low. Even in North Africa, they already have like some country representatives in terms of this protocol, but we never have in Cameroon because we are slow. But in East Africa and Southern Africa, there are some communities, concrete communities that derive some benefit. So it's slow in Cameroon, but I can assure you that we are on the way and something is going to be done. Maybe not this year, because already we're talking about access to benefit sharing by communities. This is all in line with the protocol. We're talking about, getting access, and the ministry is working on that. So I don't know when the papers will go out so that everything starts coming out. But then there are also these issues that have to do with the results. So the country is we are trying to diagnose who is going to benefit if something comes. Supposing that it is not a plantation, the benefits are coming in to step up conservation work. Where does the support go to? Is it the local communities? Is it the government ministries? Is it the NGO? Who is going to benefit? So a lot of those things are taking place, and I think that they're slowing down on the process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that's a piece of mastery, piece of internal policy, and I think we are privileged to really benefit from your explanation.
Good afternoon once more. My name is ASYOUSED. I just want to react to my sister's presentation. I think that we are doing much of the talk. We are talking the talk. And it is very, very pertinent for us to also be walking the talk. I was very pleased when I learned that in the program there will be tree planting exercises. That was done, I think, Saturday, 2 days ago, which is very important. She presented on what youths are doing to combat climate change. I just wanted to come back to one of our projects, Nurture Youth to Grow Environmentally Friendly for a Sustainable Development. We have been working with some schools of the three Limbe municipalities, and we had the delegate can testify, the delegate was there. We schooled some teachers to go create environmental clubs in their different institutions. We had seasoned resource persons, including the delegate, and environmental clubs were created. And I am mentioning this because it's very important for us to when we gather, we don't only talk, but we put our talking into practice. And because of the fact that we are also coming to the end of the project and we'll be receiving reports from our different institutions, and the kids actually reacted positively towards what we introduced to them. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make mention of that. Thank you.
It has been Arrey Ivo.
Thank you very much.
And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Covers all the aspects of various sectors of our journalism.
It was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at the government college, Ujeli.
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp. And that other camp, Tongo camp, you don't compensate everybody.
In its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of teaching Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at more dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. After some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.